kagawaran ng Filipino ng Pamantasang Ateneo de Manila. Ito ang Sari-Sari, ang Catholic Mass Media Awards Special Citation Awardee para sa pinakamagaling na palatuntunang pang-edukasyon sa radyo. Dito sa Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin mo, baby! Here's your chance! Lundagin mo, baby! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, Ateneo!
You're listening to the voice of the Blue Eagle.
You know what it is of the Blue Eagle. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9. Keep the Word of God strong in our lives. Keep the spirit of hope and the grace of healing alive every day. Keep the faith. Join us every morning for the celebration of the Holy Eucharist with the Jesuits from the Philippine province. Keep the faith. Daily Mass with the Jesuits streams from Monday to Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning on Radyo Katipunan's Facebook page, YouTube channel, Twitter feed, and other social media partners.
And there was another drive-by shooting.
The fire we reported at the fire hall is still burning out.
Do you sometimes feel confused or lost in the complications and complexities of life? Do you feel drained, listless, or exhausted from the daily burdens and responsibilities? Why not seek our campus ministers on air every Tuesday from 2 to 3 in the afternoon? Listen to our counselors from the Loyola School's Campus Ministry Office as they ground our lives in our faith, in our school's spiritual tradition. Campus Ministers on Air. Be guided, be inspired, be blessed. Listen to our Campus Ministers on Air. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
Huwag kang magulat na sa darating na panahon ay ikaw din ang paratangan rebelde, anti-Espanyol, anti-Iglesia. Ang importante, gawin mo ang tama.
Pedro, di ba kayo natatakot?
Bakit ako matatakot magsabi ng totoo?
Hindi niyo ako pinakikinggan! Sabihin mo sa akin, Padre, hindi ba talaga tayo minalas at sining pangbayan? Buhay pa papahalap sa puso mo.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at buhay atenista sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero, sugol, todo sa kayod, dunong at tulog, lipat na buhay. Eagle, galing giting nagiging blue and white. One big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan.
Welcome to RK Sports, where we take you right into the action with the highlights, insights, and analysis of the sports scene in, around, across, and beyond the Ateneo. With your hosts, Anthony Perez and Mookie Borja. Katipunan. Game on.
Alright, what is up, Blue Eagle Nation? How's everyone doing on this first day afternoon? It's a very slow and quiet first day on campus. No cars in sight, no students yet. So we're here to liven up your first day afternoon. Once again, it's Anthony bringing you another exciting edition of RK Sports. We are live via Radyo Katipunan on Facebook and on YouTube, and also on 87.9 on your FM stations. And joining me, of course, as always, is the young fella, Mookie B. We are back in the studio, Mookie. We got news to share, games to break down, and guests joining us later.
Our first guest of this season. So it should be a fun show.
It will be. So Mookie, let's start off our program this afternoon with news around the Blue Eagles nest. We'll talk about first a different game on a different piece of hardwood. Okay. So, Mookie and I are just congratulating our men's and women's chess teams for placing on the podium this UAAP season 86.
More medals for the Blue Eagles.
More medals for us. Our Ateneo women's chess team brought home their second straight bronze to Loyola Heights, while our men's chess team claimed the overall silver medal.
Congratulations to both teams. Well deserved. Chess is really a thinking man's sport, and it's nice to know that we finished podium, especially to the women's. Back-to-back bronze medals is still very impressive, and for the men's team, silver medal, that's super impressive for them, and I'm sure they're very proud of themselves, and they should be.
Thinking man sport, Mookie. Kahit naman basketball.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But then chess is a whole different.
Yeah, it's a different.
You need different muscles in your brain.
Of course. So from the chess hardwood, Mookie, our men's and women's table tennis teams are in the finals of the of UAAP season 86, but apparently you have the results for both teams.
Sadly, both of them, both men's and women's teams lost in the finals. The men's team lost to UST, and the women's team lost to LaSalle. So both teams have to be content with silver medal, but still another podium finish for the Blue Eagles. So we keep racking in medals these past few weeks.
Especially in racket sports.
Yep. So a big shout out and a big congratulations to the men's and women's table tennis teams.
All right. And also, speaking of shout outs, Mookie and I want to give another shout out to our track and field Blue Eagles, Mookie, who opened up their season just yesterday.
They have events until Sunday, and shout out to all my friends there, Ray and 30. Shout out to you guys in Phil Sports. Hope you guys can support them these next few days. Just drop by over Phil Sports, and you'll get to see people in action.
Right. And of course, to our listeners, if you guys want to get to be more up close and personal with our track and field Blue Eagles, they will be here very soon.
Yes.
Once their season is over.
Yes. Hopefully, there are plans that we can get the team captains for both men's and women's track and field team next week. In studio, hopefully.
Yes.
So tune in for that next week.
All right. And now, Mookie, to the hardwood that we're more familiar with. So our women's basketball Lady Eagles, unfortunately, their run in UAP season 86 came to a heartbreaking end. Their final four matchup to the NU Lady Bulldogs ended in defeat, 58-43, and well, this game was the grand farewell for team captain Jasmine Hoson.
An amazing season for senior Jasmine Hoson. She carried the team a lot of games. It was definitely an exciting season for this women's team, thanks in part to her. She had incredible performances, 8 threes in a game, carrying them in big games. So, and that's not, we have to give a shout out also to NU because, they're known in the women's basketball, league as like a powerhouse team.
Yeah.
Many years undefeated. So, to bow out to them, it's definitely, respect and just someone to keep chasing after. I think the Lady Eagles are relatively a younger team.
Okay.
So I'm excited how they progress. Casey De La Rosa, she's still on that team next season. So we just have to keep building, towards the powerhouses like NU and UP in the women's game.
At least we have the pieces to build
Yes,
upon.
we definitely do.
And also, Mookie, I'd just like to give a shout out to our Eaglets, our Blue Eaglets.
yes.
They
started the season.
They opened up UAP season 86 just a few days ago.
Right.
And I think they won their
first game against UP.
Yes,
IS.
against UPIS. Great performance by Christian Porter's now front court partner Ziv
Espinas. Yes, he's a young player, very young player. I think he's in grade 9 or grade 8, and he's the son of former PBA player Gabby Espinas. So, a little pedigree there. So hopefully the Blue Eaglets can maintain this. They didn't really have a good season last year, but hopefully this season they can make up for that. And that front court you mentioned, they can make noise this season hopefully.
And of course, all the best to Coach Reggie Varilla and the rest of the Eaglets. Hopefully, Coach, to our high school ballers, diba? Soon, maybe when your season's over, you can come
Coach Reg,
to the
yes,
studio.
Coach Reg.
Diba?
I'll try to invite Coach Reg if he has the time.
Definitely. And eto na, Mookie, this is where we're gonna spend a little bit more time on. Of course, our as always, our analysis for basketball action in UAP season 86. Well, Mookie, let's backtrack to a few episodes ago. No, we said that if this current iteration of the Ateneo Blue Eagles ever does make it to the Final Four, that will be a mind-blowing achievement for Coach
It'd be
Tab.
a win. It'd be a win this season.
It will be a win. Not as big as winning a title, of course.
No, definitely not.
But still a major win.
Yes.
And gosh darn it.
We made it. We made it, guys. We made it.
The Ateneo Blue Eagles caught the last bus to the UAP season 86 Final
Keeping
Four.
the streak alive, 9 straight years. We still
9
made
straight
it.
years in the Final Four. The last time pala we missed it was, I was still a student here, the latter years of the Kiefer Lavena era,
Right.
no? Under Coach Bo Perezol.
Perezol.
But wow, I mean, Mookie, 9 straight years in the Final Four. But just to think about the roller coaster season that we had.
So many ups and downs, so many failures. More
And yet
learnings.
you're there. You're in
When
the
we're
big
here.
dance.
Yes, we're here.
Diba?
We have a shot. We have a shot.
A
There's no
legitimate
denying.
one.
Yes.
A legitimate one. But okay, much major props to Coach Tab for steering the boys in the right direction.
Right.
It was when you're coming off a letdown of a loss against Red Hot De La Salle just this past weekend, to get the guys prepared for something much bigger, which was at stake, no, a seat in the Final Four against.
And they weren't sure if they had to make up
Yes.
the knockout game tomorrow. Yesterday, because Adamson and Yu had yet to play.
And the manner in which you just obliterated Adamson in this game,
Right.
it was a wire-to-wire victory. Because honestly, I was expecting a more resurgent Adamson, given their mind-blowing win against UE.
UE.
So
Miraculous win, yes.
I was expecting them to just right out of the
All
gates
out. Yeah.
be on attack mode against our boys. But wow, it was grace under pressure. Diba? They knew it was at stake
Yeah.
and they claimed it.
They started off the game really well yesterday, Jared Brown started really hot. I think he had 14 points in the first half alone. So I think, and he also shot, I think, like 4 threes rather, to start the game. So that's always a good start if someone, shooting well from the outside. And I think they just played with a lot of energy, and you could see from the get-go they were just focused on playing defense more yesterday. Because, during the 2 games in the eliminations against Adamson, the first game we were up big against them. We showed the capacity to pull away from them early, but then, in the first round we had yet to learn how to close games, right?
Yeah.
And let's put it like that. And then in the second round, it was more of a fist fight, right? More of a rock fight, very slow. Points were hard to come by. There were like exchange of runs. So I think yesterday they just wanted it more than Adamson. They shot the ball really well. They had a different starting 5 yesterday.
Okay.
They started with Mason Amos and Drew Bongo instead of Kishkun and Kai Balungay, which made much difference. I don't think Coach Nash Rosella and Adamson expected that. And, for Coach Tab to have that much trust in all of his players, to just like, you're starting this do or die game. Drew Bongo hasn't been getting consistent minutes, unlike Chris Kuhn, who's a starter, who's their starter.
The earlier part of the season, he was actually starting.
Yes. But then, as the season progressed, his minutes dipped more as Chris Kuhn, ascended. But then, for him to just, claim that role right away. And, Drew Bongo played good defense yesterday on Didat Hanapi. He played really good defense on Joam Samandal when he entered the game. So, props to him. And, Mason Amos is Mason Amos. He's one of our more, I would say he's our star player right now. He's our go-to. He should be our go-to guy. And he hit some big threes again yesterday to extend the lead. And we just overpowered Adamson yesterday. As simple as that.
I mean, top down, we're the better roster.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, much respect to Adamson, to Coach Nash,
they had a
to
good season.
Jerome Lastimosa, but top down, we're the better roster, and it is in these type of games that you have to reflect the caliber of the team that you are.
Yeah.
Diba? So again, you pointed out Mason Amos. He chipped in 10 points. Sean Ketevis had 11 free triples made. Kai Balungay 7 and 7. Coupled with 4 assists. How about Joseph Obasa? 16 big rebounds.
Joseph Obasa on the offensive glass yesterday was huge. He gave him so many possessions. And what I like about Joe's game yesterday was he was really patient with it. When he would rebound, sometimes he would just throw it up, looking for a foul. But yesterday he had some big rebounds where, he was like, he pull it out first, we'll pass it back out. Because, we were leading by a lot. Yeah. It's good to waste time when you're leading by a lot so that, you can also get a good shot in 12 seconds. So, props to him. Hope he can continue, being a strong big inside. His next task is not an easy one. He's going up against MVP Malik Diouf next game. So
Yet again.
So, hopefully he can mimic his performance yesterday on Saturday. But, I have to give a big shout out to Sean Ketevis yesterday. Adamson was daring him to shoot the 3 a lot of the times. And
Which most teams do.
Against Sean. But what Sean usually does, he's not really a shoot first guy. He really likes to, swing the ball around. He's really the last option. And he's known for his defense. That's why. But yesterday, they were daring him to shoot. So, when you see one go in, he just kept firing. And they were still sagging off him. And then he kept shooting. So, I'm happy when, players take open shots when they're open. Because, that's a good shot.
Yeah.
No one can deny it's a good shot. No matter how, bad your percentages are or when you play percentages, it doesn't really matter. If you're open, you can take the shot. No, that's not a bad shot.
Kind of like how back in the early 2010s when the Heatles had Shane Battier, who's also a defensive specialist.
Yeah.
But if you leave the guy open
in the corner, right?
Let it fly.
It's not a bad shot. LeBron will pass you the ball. You'll be ready to make that shot. So shout out to Sean Ketevis yesterday.
For sure. Sige mo, go ahead.
No, and I just want to say, Jared Brown has really, set himself apart from the other Ateneo guards this season, as he's the most potent
lead
scorer.
guard.
Yes, he's the most potent guard in terms of scoring. He's almost like he has a microwave quality to him. When he just sees one go in, he's ready. He knows he'll make the next one.
Yeah.
He has like a Dion Waiters type mindset where just pass me the ball and I'll try to just keep on shooting. And he had 3 turnovers, which is errand. But then against UP, you take shots. You have to make shots against a very good team like UP. So hopefully, he can continue his shot making on Saturday.
Look, my main takeaway from this is, if you give a coach's caliber of Tab Baldwin, if you give him 3 games against the same team, he's not gonna lose the last matchup with that team. You give Coach Tab that many runs at studying that opposing team.
Right.
Come on, I mean, the first game, okay, fine, we lost by a
Game winner.
the buzzer beater, diba?
Yeah.
But if you give Coach Tab more time and, to just, review,
And with a superior roster as well.
with a superior roster to review what happened and then create a whole new game plan for this, chances are he's gonna come out on top. And, again, I cannot say enough about that. Major credit to Coach Tab for whipping the boys into shape mentally, diba? For this game that had this high of stakes. But sige, Mokna, since you brought up Jared Brown, I think Jared Brown, he was looking for this game. He was looking forward to this game to redeem himself after that, diba, against LaSalle. He had a chance to tie.
Yes.
With around 15 seconds left.
Right.
Something like that. Chance to tie. Unfortunately, you shoot it, sometimes it goes in, sometimes it misses. So, diba, you said he emerged as our lead guard, and now he's proving that in the biggest moments, he can, his shot comes into play. Diba?
Yeah. I now, like, after seeing this whole season, I trust him with the ball a lot, more than I did at the start of the season, more than most guards. I think when the ball is with him and, it's not in a transition type where so many things can happen.
Yeah.
I think in the half court, he's pretty lethal because he can come off a screen and he can hit the shot right away. Not many of our guards can do that.
Yeah.
But, once that threat becomes more, viable, then the whole game opens up because now you have to guard him. But then what if Mason Amos is the one who pops, or what if Kai Balungay is the one who rolls, right? So it's about that. It's about that, finding the right people who can just make shots when it matters most. Because Adamson made like a lot of runs, tried to make a lot of runs yesterday, but it was just shot down immediately by like big threes or defensive stops. I can't stress enough how focused they looked, especially in the first half, because I think you could have said the game was over by halftime, in my opinion, because like when Adamson wasn't hitting shots anymore, it was just hard for them to even defend now because Ateneo is bigger than them and they pounded the ball a lot inside. Joseph Obasa also added, I think, 7 points, but those 7 points are just when Joseph Obasa is just inside all the time. You want to give him the ball against Cedric Manzano over so Vince Magvuhos. So you have to give the ball to the big man all the time, and thankfully, he did his job. And I mean, looking forward on Saturday, I just really hope, because we match up well against UP. The 2 matchups we had, one game we won famously, and the second game we kind of had lapses at the end game. I think we can definitely learn from that, especially the second game where UP started to pull away a bit. They were down a lot of their players, but they were able to pull away. But then we came back. Jared Brown was also integral in that comeback. He made big shots. So hopefully we're able to fix some of those mistakes in the end game on Saturday, and we have a shot. That's all I'll say. This roller coaster season isn't over, and we have a great chance of upsetting the number 1 seed.
Yeah. Taking a look at those previous matchups that we had versus UP, like the way I see it, the 2 games that we faced UP were very revelatory of who the Blue Eagles are. The first matchup, first round against UP, we were up 10 in the fourth, lead collapse. Eventually, we won by 10 in overtime. That's guts. Diba? That's guts. That's mental
guts.
Composure. Diba? That's
A little bit of
fight.
championship mentality too, because that's like resilience. We were able to counterpunch that UP run.
Then namang second round, diba? It was, naman, that's been plaguing us the whole season. Poor execution, indecision.
Right.
Diba? Especially that off the sideline inbounds, they went to Obasa on the
Right.
short roll instead of going for the free to tie.
Right.
I mean, what's crucial here is, okay, how do you build upon and continue that sort of, the championship mentality, that grit, that toughness, that, you're composed, the things that you displayed well in that first round matchup versus UP, and less of the errors that you committed that you showed in that second round matchup versus
Right.
UP. So more of what we displayed in that first game, less of what we displayed in that second game.
What's good about the mistakes we made in the second game was it's completely fixable in training. Like you can just review those plays, do it all over again, and just a lot of the times it's really just be more careful with the ball. It's really a matter of just making the right pass
But
or
it's
reading
much
the right.
harder to do
it's
it,
much
huh?
harder to do in a Final Four setting, but. I believe in a lot of these players. They've shown what they're capable of closing games. I mean, this was a dominant win against an Adamson team with a lot of momentum. That was an emotional win against UE, back to back. They thought UE thought they were gonna win already, and then Montebon made a big 3, and then that put them right back, and then they had to get a stop. So Adamson was really feeling themselves also.
Yeah.
So it was a good thing to just from the start, just kill them right away and just say, no, we're facing.
That's
we're
a
the
sign
ones
of
facing
that's a
UP.
sign of respect, diba?
Right.
That's how you put to bed a thorn in your side the whole season.
Yes.
Who the fuck we've been, diba?
Yeah.
When it mattered most, Adamson pa rin ang katapat mo, diba? But I mean, if you, okay, diba? Parang this team has been just clawing their way at it, diba?
Yeah.
The whole season against you. When it matters most, diba? Nip it in the bud,
Right.
diba?
From the start.
Put him to bed.
Yeah.
But as a competitor, Mook, I just want to give one Jerome Lastimosa his flowers.
yes.
Diba? It was
Yes.
it was very classy
We should.
very classy of Coach Stab and our guys. Just to let Jerome Lastimosa with that last 3-point shot
Yeah.
of his to
Right.
end his UAP career. Just let him have it.
So much respect for him, because he's honestly, for me in my lifetime, one of the best UAP players I've seen. Like guards.
Yeah.
He has a clutch gene unlike anyone. Because some people shy away from the big shots. No, you give it to him. He wants those shots. He'll ask for the ball even if he's guarded by a bigger guy, and he'll make the shot. That's what's really fun to watch about Jerome. And he's super humble. You see it on his face. You see it how he reacts, how he interacts with his teammates. He's just a born leader. And it was great to see him on the floor yesterday, joking around a bit, when the game was out of reach already. He was able to just laugh a bit with his teammates, with his seniors. And it was great to see him actually, to hit a shot, because during the last 2 minutes, they were it was all to him. He wanted to make a shot, but then go in. But it's kind of fitting that his last shot is a buzzer beater, because that's just that's who he is. He makes those shots at the end of games.
Right. And for me, watching Jerome Lastimosa, of course, I've witnessed more UAP games in my lifetime, no, but just seeing him reminds me of the old days of the UAP. Diba? I know now the UAP is more professionalized,
Yeah.
diba, than we want it to be. But I mean, Jerome Lastimosa reminds me of just guys who love playing for their school, for the community,
Right.
for their teammates,
Right.
for their families. Forget about his big. If he does have offers in Japan, good for him.
Good
but
for him.
for now, I mean, for what he's meant to Adamson and
Yep.
that community, I mean,
I mean, he stayed an extra year. He was hoping
Yeah.
to play, and unfortunately, he got injured. But he was hoping to play this one more year for that school. And mind you, he already also had kind of like a farewell last season against Ateneo. But it's also for us to do it twice to him. Like just send him home, and also as a farewell. It's really kind of inspiring because that's how much he really cares about that program. He wanted them to win, and it didn't matter if he was on the sideline this whole season. He was still there every game. You could see him sometimes coaching. You could see him sometimes parang gigil siya maglaro. Like he was like, I really want to be in this game, And there's no doubt in my mind, like if Adamson would have had a completely different season if he was in this this team, because this Adamson team is really good moving forward because they have a lot of pieces, and hopefully a lot of those young players are able to get inspired by Jerome Lastimosa.
Yeah, as a UAP fan, it's just refreshing to see players who just fit the classic mold of what a UAP player should be.
Right.
That's Jerome Lastimosa.
Almost like folk hero type. Like
yes.
He'll get buckets on you. His highlights are really cool. It's like if you're a kid watching Jerome Lastimosa like these past few seasons, you instantly fall in love with how he plays. Because he's not the tallest guy.
Yeah.
Like, you can't stress that enough. He's not the tallest guy, but he's definitely the bravest guy. There's no doubt when he's in the court. Like, he'll drive on you, he'll step back, hit a 3 on you, hand in his face, and you can see how much he loves the game every time he plays.
So again, props to Jerome Lastimosa. Congratulations on a wonderful UAP career. But sorry, this is our moment. Let's celebrate we're gonna celebrate this. Okay, but Mook, for me, just to end our segment on this, my biggest take going into Saturday's Final Four matchup versus UP. One of our best wins of the season came against them.
Yes.
That's a fact.
Arguably our best.
Arguably our best win came against them. And mission objective number 1 on the whiteboard for the Blue Eagles. Can you do it again? Yun lang. Your best win came against them. Can you do it again? That's it for me.
Yeah. I would... That's a good point because I would completely scrap like the whole season that we just had. You know what I'm saying? Like,
fair.
Completely forget like our 500 record or
fair.
Our big win against Adamson yesterday. Just focus on this game. Like, just focus on this game. Focus on your matchups.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't matter anymore what you did. Just focus on this. Take it one possession at a time. And you have to show up defensively against UP. That's a must. You have to have energy when you play against UP. And that starts on the defensive end. You can't let this team score a lot on you because they will score a lot on you. They have so many great one-on-one scorers.
Yes.
And that system is just a well-oiled machine right now after that early loss in the second round against LaSalle. They have been steamrolling through everyone also. So you just have to be prepared for what they have to offer. And at the same time, just make the shots, you made over this season. Because all of these players have gone through hell and back, with all the criticism, all the articles, all the naysayers saying how it's not the same team. They've heard everything already. Yeah. So and they're still here. The big important thing is that they're still here and we have a shot. And, it's best not to waste that shot on Saturday.
Definitely. So, the Battle of Katipunan is shaping up to be a war.
Yes,
it's not a battle anymore. It's going to be a war at the Araneta Coliseum. Yeah. Saturday, Ateneans. Show your support for the blue and white. Show your support for our boys. It's do or die time. Final Four, the big dance is here. And hopefully, we can extend this roller coaster for season to just one more game.
One more game. Take it one game at a time. Right.
One more game is all that matters. But Athenians, tama na muna yung basketball talk. We will have our champions joining us in just a few minutes as we welcome our UAP Season 86 Badminton Blue Eagles in just a moment. So stay tuned. Keep it here with us only on RK Sports. We'll be back.
Join Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle as he delivers to us the preachings of the Sunday's Gospel that's awe-inspiring yet easy to understand and appreciate. Let us all listen to the Word of God here on The Word Exposed on Air, only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Mga Katipuneros, it's time to level up! Your top variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields as we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
This is Radio Katipunan 87.9 FM, the voice of the Blue Eagle.
Palalimin ang kamalayan sa mga isyong napapanahon. Makisangkot at makiisa kasama ang simbahang lingkod ng bayan. Ang socio-political apostolate ng Kapisanan ni Jesus. Ito ang Kwentuhang Bayan mula alas 11 ng umaga tuwing Biyernes dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Dahil naniniwala kami na posible ang isang mas mabuting lipunan at maaari itong simulan sa isang kwentuhan.
Hello mga Katipuneros. This is Father Ro Atilano SJ. Listen to our serving of stories that will inspire you and keep you going. Kaya tara na at nasapin ang masarap na timpla ng buhay. Welcome po kayo sa The Parable Cafe every Tuesdays at 3:30 p.m. only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9.
Bahala sa iyo, kaibigan ko.
Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Feeling blue? Ever thought of looking into the bright side of things? Let us help you out. Join our light, engaging, and inspiring conversations with our Chaplains on Air. Hosted by Father Junji Bargayo and Father Henry Ponce of the Society of Jesus. Chaplains on Air. The chaplains are now in. Here on Chaplains on Air. Thursdays at 6 p.m. only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
To open our eyes and ears that we may see the face of Christ and hear His voice in our midst. For 28 years, Jesuit Communications has been promoting the Catholic faith and serving the nation through both traditional and new media. Hear us tackle national issues in light of Christian values on Usapang Kapatid, Pasakalye, and Radio Veritas. Watch our uplifting reflections on Kapet Pandasal and The Word Exposed, as well as our acclaimed TV specials. Listen to the inspiring and soothing music of Jesuit Music Ministry's original artists as you read our spiritually enriching books. To learn more about JustCom's mission of evangelization and education, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and our website, justcom.ph. To give a face to the faceless and a voice to the voiceless, that we may recognize Christ in them and hear His story in theirs.
Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
Calling on all young male professionals. Do you wish to live an extraordinary life? Are you tired of the routine and mundane and long for a dynamic, adventurous, and even dangerous life? Do you wish to make your life count and hope to make an impact long after you're gone? Do you wish to live a life of service to society, to country, and to dear Mother Earth? Then you are the one we are looking for. Consider the Society of Jesus. Join the Church's gallant army and turn your world upside down. Call the Jesuits Vocations Promotions Team 426-6101, local 3406. Once again, 426-6101, local 3406. Calling on all young male professionals. Do you wish to live an extraordinary life?
Radyo
Are you
Katipunan,
tired of the routine?
87.9 FM.
Tara na't simulan ang inyong umaga sa mga magagandang refleksyon tungkol sa ating buhay at pananampalataya. Kasama sina Father J. Boy Gonzales at Father Nono Alfonso ng Kapisanan ni Jesus, Binibining Risa Singson Kaupeng ng Feast Magazine, Father Fiel Pareha mula sa Archdiocese ng San Fernando, Pampanga, at Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle. Dito sa Kapet Pandasal sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
Hello mga Katipuneros. This is Father Ro Atilano SJ. Listen to our serving of stories that will inspire you and keep you going. Kaya tara na at lasapin ang masarap na timpla ng buhay. Welcome po kayo sa The Parable Cafe every Tuesdays at 3:30 p.m. only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9.
Bahala sa iyo, kaibigan ko.
Feeling blue? Ever thought of looking into the bright side of things? Let us help you out. Join our light, engaging, and inspiring conversations with our Chaplains on Air. Hosted by Father Junji Bargayo and Father Henry Ponce of the Society of Jesus. Chaplains on Air. The chaplains are now in. Here on Chaplains on Air. Thursdays at 6 p.m. only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. Palalimin ang kamalayan sa mga isyong napapanahon. Makisangkot at makiisa kasama ang simbahang lingkod ng bayan. Ang Socio-Political Apostolate ng Kapisanan ni Jesus. Ito ang Kwentuhang Bayan mula alas 11 ng umaga tuwing Biyernes dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Dahil naniniwala kami na posible ang isang mas mabuting lipunan at maaari itong simulan sa isang kwentuhan.
To open our eyes and ears that we may see the face of Christ and hear His voice in our midst. For 28 years, Jesuit Communications has been promoting the Catholic faith and serving the nation through both traditional and new media. Hear us tackle national issues in light of Christian values on Usapang Kapatid, Pasakalye, and Radio Veritas. Watch our uplifting reflections on Kapet Pandasal and The Word Exposed, as well as our acclaimed TV specials. Listen to the inspiring and soothing music of Jesuit Music Ministry's original artists as you read our spiritually enriching books. To learn more about JustCom's mission of evangelization and education, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and our website, justcom.ph. To give a face to the faceless and a voice to the voiceless, that we may recognize Christ in them and hear His story in theirs.
Alright, Athenians, we are back here on Radyo Katipunan Sports. Of course, joining me still, Mookie B. Mookie, and to our listeners out there, no, our badminton Blue Eagles, Mika and Pinkoy, will be joining us in just a few minutes. No, we're still waiting for them to log in via Zoom. But just to give you an update a while ago on our news about our table tennis Blue Eagles, Mookie.
Congratulations are in order more for the table tennis team because apparently we have a pair of Rookie of the Years for both men's and women's divisions. So congratulations to Rod Andre Garcia of the men's team for winning Rookie of the Year and to Jelaine Monteclaro of the women's team to win Rookie of the Year. And I have to give a shout out to Jelaine because I watched her a while ago before going here, doing the show, and I was able to catch her play in the finals, and valiant stand for her. She was able to save a couple of points before eventually succumbing to the championship point of LaSalle. But valiant effort for her in that final set, and a promising players we have here for the table tennis. So hopefully this is a start of more medals in the upcoming seasons. Hopefully we finally crack gold, our first place next season with these two very promising rookies. So congratulations to them again.
And of course, the way our women's table tennis team was able to make the finals for season 86 was they were up against the twice to beat FEU.
Yes, right.
Lady,
they
Lady
beat
Tamaraos.
Yes,
no?
they beat them twice yesterday.
It's no joke if that twice to beat advantage.
Yeah,
it's no joke when you're up against that. So much credit goes to them for surpassing that, overcoming that deficit to begin with, and coming out on top in the end.
Hopefully, more hardware for the Blue Eagles in table tennis. A while ago watching it again, there were lots of people, tuning in already in the Amaranto Sports Complex, watching, and table tennis is seen here in the Philippines as like a minor sport, but it's pretty exciting once you're watching it. I was really into watching a while ago. They were, both teams. It was an Ateneo LaSalle finals, of course, so it was definitely much at stake aside from the pride. So congratulations again to Jelaine for standing up and winning Rookie of the Year. That's not bad. The silver medal and Rookie of the Year in your first season is definitely a very good. Both of them, actually, Rod and Jelaine. So congrats to both of them.
But now, Mookie, it is time. It is time to welcome our guest for this afternoon. So just last week, Athenians were given a big, huge reason to celebrate our first championship of UAP season 86. Make it a double because our badminton Blue Eagles and Lady Eagles brought home the first badminton double crown since 2014. The third time that our school has won both the men's and women's division titles in a single season following UAP season 66 and 76. And today we are in the presence of greatness because the champ is here joining us live via Zoom is UAP season 86 co-MVP Mika De Guzman. Mika, what's going on? Yun. Hi, Mika.
Hi, Mika.
And can you hear us? We're good?
Sorry.
Okay lang? Can you hear us well?
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, it's glad to have our badminton Blue Eagles here on Radyo Katipunan. Yung last interview ko with the badminton team was before pandemic pa. We were celebrating a championship and here we are again. This time, celebrating a double championship naman. Si Mika, back in 2019, I interviewed her along with her teammates, sila Sam Ramos, Chanel Lunod, Jeva De Vera for the UAP season 82 championship. Oh. And Mika... okay. So, medyo nawala lang yung connection with Mika, but joining us here, of course, is a fellow UAP season 86 co-MVP, our captain
Captain
for
of the men's
Badminton Blue Eagles, Arthur Pincoy Salvado. Hello, Pincoy.
Hello, good afternoon po.
Good afternoon. Yon. Si Pincoy, no, before, eto Mookie, no, gusto talaga tanong to kay Pincoy, no, before we even get to our interview, ano yung origin nung Pincoy, no? From Arthur, paano naging Pincoy? Yun ang gusto kong malaman dito eh.
Okay, so my lola gave Pinkoy the name Pinkoy to my dad, but the Arthur stick with him. So as soon as I came out from my mother, sa akin po napunta yung Pinkoy. Stick with me. Kaya it's either Pinkoy or Pinks po.
Okay. So si Pinkoy naman, for the men's badminton team, no, it's the first time since 2013 that we were able to claim the gold sa UAAP badminton, no, over, believe it or not, the former seven-time champions, the NU Bulldogs. Kayo, Pinkoy, no, sa boys side of the team, no, sinabi ba sa inyo ng coaches, ng former players na this is what is at stake, no, yung the history riding on this championship, na grabe 7 years na nanalo NU, and for you guys to claim it this year, no, after the pandemic, nandito kayo back atop the UAAP mountain. Parang sinabi ba sa inyo yung significance, bale, ng championship na to?
For the team and I, we were very happy to get the championship kasi our coaches really told us that we will get the double gold this year, and getting it, and especially knowing that the last time that the team had a double gold was still 2013. We were challenged, but we didn't really feel the pressure. Oh, we had pressure. We stressed ourselves out, but it served as a motivation for us that we can do it, and as our coaches showed us that they had trust in us, we also trusted ourselves in the process.
Nice. I'll swing over to Mika, no, for a second. Mika, the last time you were here, we were celebrating UAAP Season 82, no? Another championship. Kasama mo nun si Sam Ramos, sila Chanel, Jeva De Vera. And Mika was the Season 82 Rookie of the Year.
Right.
Diba? So, Mika, 4 years later, 4 titles later, you're still atop the UAAP Badminton Mountain. Para sa'yo, diba, is this championship all the more sweeter compared to yung rookie year mo?
Of course, kasi in my rookie year, I wasn't awarded as MVP. But now, I'm on my second MVP title, so I think it's really sweeter, and I'm really happy to share it with my teammates as well.
Nice. Ito, no, Mookie, no, in one of her interviews after that 3-1 team tie victory against UP, no, si Mika, she spoke about playing with heart, no, for yourself and for the rest of the team. Mika, how big was yung playing with heart, not only in that championship round against UP, pero throughout the entire season?
My heart or the whole team?
For the whole team.
For me, I think the whole team really gave their all heart this season kasi nakita ko na they were really determined to win, and I mean, whatever the score was, talagang nilalaban nila kahit lamang na yung kalaban or down kami first set. I saw that we really try our best to win that game, whatever happens.
Nice. Okay.
Right. I just want to ask Pinkoy a question. During the finals, because I think you were also down during some of the sets, ano yung mindset nyo nung parang, obviously you wanted to win, pero you're up against this formidable, like, yun nga, dynasty na NU team. Ano yung sinabi sa inyo nung coaches nyo na, like, stick to the plan ba? Or gumawa kayo ng, like, new way? Ano yung sinabi sa inyo?
So in the finals against NU, since I won my first match in singles, and I played my second match, which was men's doubles. So during that time, so my coach told me na, Pinks, it's your last match of the season, give it your all. So, and during that match, I only thought to just take it 1 point at a time. Then, even though we didn't win that match, somehow I didn't regret anything because I really gave it my all. And parang even though I lost, parang I thought to myself na okay, since I was able to win it, I think I have trust naman in my teammates that they can prepare as well kasi uh, during our preparation for the season and during isn't able to win, my other teammates make the necessary adjustments in.
So, touching off of what you said, no, Mookie, I think defining moment para kay Pingkoy tsaka yung boys natin was back in the eliminations, yung final match nila was when they broke the 60-match winning streak of NU.
Yeah.
So, nung na-break nyo yung streak na yun ng NU, Pingkoy, parang sinabi nyo ba sa isa't isa na parang, you know what, parang special tong season na to, no? This could turn out,
yeah.
parang this could turn out into something big in the end. Medyo naghang lang yata si...
Okay. So,
okay.
After we won that that match, parang yung sinabi nga ni coach sa amin na, sorry. Okay, here. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, coach told us that after we won that match, parang kaya natin, and it's this season that God is really with us. Parang tinutulungan niya kami sa daan namin, and it's up to us to like grab the opportunity.
Nice.
And we grab the opportunity nga po.
Yeah.
Taking the opportunity when it presents itself. Sila Mika naman, Mookie, no, and the girls, parang walang kahirap-hirap kasi umabot sila sa semi, 6-0 pa rin sila. 'Di ba? Pero at that time, Mika, ba parang sinabi ba sa inyo nila Coach Kenny yung importance na, alam mo, kahit na unbeaten tayo going into the semis, let's not get complacent here. Parang let's, 'di ba, until the job is finished, huwag tayo maging complacent.
Yes, of course. I think whether we're unbeatable or not, parang our coaches keep telling us, you have to play like your number 2. Kasi everyone's in it to get it, especially to defend. Parang everyone's like want to win the crown this year. So sabi ng coach namin, we have to get the crown. So we have to play like number 2 and be hungry to get that crown again.
Tama. And then, no, going to that championship round, si Mika, ang nakatapat niya, first sa singles, si Thea Gonzalez of UP, no? Tapos, medyo close yung panalo siya opening set, close yung second set na yon. And then Mika just went on a run, her usual dominant runs na ginagawa ni Mika sa court, no? During yung mga matches ba na yun, Mika, when you feel na the momentum is slowly swinging in your favor, how do you, parang personally, how do you take advantage of those momentum swings na, okay, akin na tong match na to, this is going my way?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
And then sabi ko, Mika, let's go lang to your championship round, singles. You went up against si Thea Gonzalez, 'di ba, of UP. Tapos, I think you won the opening set. Yung second set was quite close. And then, eto na, nag-run ka na eh. You went on your usual, yung dominant runs mo. Yung mga type of matches na gano'n, no, Mika, when you feel the momentum slowly swinging in your favor, ikaw personally, what do you say to yourself or how do you hype yourself up na, alam mo, kukunin ko na to. Parang I can feel the momentum swinging in my way, akin na to.
Of course, iniisip ko na shock finals game, this will be my last singles game this AP season 86. So, kailangan ko na i-all out talaga. So, parang, I get my hype from myself and from my teammates knowing that Chuche won already the first single. So, if I get the second single, it's easier for us to win the double. So, yeah, I think it really helped you be more confident sa game.
Right, right. Si Pinkoy naman, no, Mookie, he was up against si Monterrubio of NU. 'Di ba? Tapos parang may mga unforced errors na nangyayari. Pero Pinkoy, this happens to anyone, even to the best pagdating sa racket sports, 'di ba? Unforced errors. What do you say to yourself to stay composed para hindi ka ma-rattle dun sa mga errors na ganun?
So every time that even if I know that I have a very big advantage, I always tell myself that whenever I make a mistake, okay, it's fine. Let's move on to another point, because if you dwell on that error, parang it affects your whole game. Parang it's a domino effect. That, okay, mali ako dito, baka magkakamali ako. So instead of thinking like I'll make another mistake, instead I'll make this next rally better, so that I could get a point and not pressure myself in getting that point too much. Yeah.
Right, that's a good mindset to have, no. For Pinkoy and Mika, since co-MVPs kayo, no, you weren't in this on your own.
I was
no?
gonna ask the same question. Yeah.
Diba, Mookie? They had great support, lalo na from their doubles partners. Ito, Pinkoy, Mika, briefly, no, can you describe to us and Mookie what makes si Pinkoy naman, si Lirden Laborte, such a dominant player on the court? Tapos mamaya for Mika, talk about si Joshelle Alvarez and what she does on the court. It makes her such a great player. Si Pinkoy muna, go ahead.
Okay. So I'll describe my co-MVP here then as someone who is a perfectionist when it comes to like their games. Not to the point na it brings their game down, but instead to themselves better each rally. So parang that's what I appreciate about him. That's what I see like during even our breaks, in the middle of the season, parang during his spare time he watches his game. So like to the point na sabi ko, grabe naman to, kahit pahinga nanonood ng badminton. So like that's what I see na that made him a very outstanding player during the season, kasi each game, every after game, parang he always improves. Kaya yun, we were able to get the championship thanks to his focus. Yan.
Nice. Sige, Mika naman, your turn to talk about si Joshelle.
Si Chuche naman, since we're both singles, gusto namin yung humahabol-habol sa court. So, super kampante ako na partner ko si Chuche, kasi I know na hahabol kami pareho sa court even though it's doubles. And super ganda ng placing niya sa harap, sa likod. So, yeah. I'm very happy to be partnered with her. So, yeah, I'm happy also to share the MVP with Joshelle Alvarez.
Nice. That's the way. That's how you give props to your teammate. And si Pinkoy pala, nakalimutan natin i-mention, Lance Vargas. 'Di ba? Sa kanya nakasalalay yung championship no,
yes.
Yung tie-breaking match na yon, no? Hindi mo pa na-describe. Si Lance, rookie pa lang to, but wow, rookie of the year.
He was able to deliver, right?
'Di ba? Able to deliver. Sige nga, Pinkoy, no? What do you see in Lance na batang-bata pa to, but he's an amazing player.
Given that he's a rookie, so I remember the leadership seminar conducted by the sports, the athletics office na all rookies are stupid, but not in a negative way. So parang it means na kulang sila sa experience and Lance that made him really a great player during the season was yung puso niya, kasi even though he was down the first set ng finals match namin, pagdating ng second set, I was able to say, parang dito lumabas sa kanya previous games, parang he really gave it his all. He really left it out all on the court, to the point na parang, oh my God, parang we were able to say, oh my God, sanggali yung mga palo na yun, sanggali yung mga strokes na yun. Parang even, it was visible kahit sa other team that they were also amazed on how Lance performed. And doon po ako na-amaze sa kanya, despite being it's his first season, parang he really showed na he was hungry and he really had his heart in playing the game.
I think that's what you need when you're a rookie. Parang kailangan pakita yung tapang mo.
Yes.
Especially at a big moment like that na you just said down a set, diba? Parang kailangan pakita mo talaga na nandito ako sa team, nandito ako sa finals.
Yep.
Para manalo, di ba?
Of course.
Props to Lance being Rookie of the Year and helping them win.
And dahil we're kind of running out of time, no. We'll just wrap this segment up a bit. So, Mika, of course, balikan natin yun, Rookie of the Year season mo. We were able to talk about that before. Pero now, you're a 2-time MVP. You're the country's number 2 singles player. I mean, wait, Mika, last playing year mo na ba to? For Ateneo?
No, next year.
So meron pa. Okay, hindi pa natatapos si Mika de Guzman sa mission niya dito sa Ateneo, no? Pero Mika, how do you build off from yung success this season? What's your main takeaway heading into another year for Ateneo Badminton?
Of course, I'm really grateful for my Ateneo coaches, especially Coach Kenny, Coach Roy, and Coach Vides. They've been there to support the whole team, to guide the whole team all throughout our journey going to season 86. And of course, I'm also thankful for the national team coaches for helping me as well. Kasi without them, of course, ang dami ko din natututunan sa kanila. Iba-iba coach ko, so a lot of insights pumapasok sa akin. So I'm thankful for all the coaches. And of course, I build my strength from my family as well.
Okay, well said, Mika. Si Pingkoy naman, again, first championship for our boys in over a decade, no? So, Pingkoy, biggest lesson na makukuha mo from UAP season 86?
Okay, so the biggest lesson is that I was able to get, which also what coach said, is to surround yourself with positive people. Kasi no matter how crazy it sounded, like example, we were in a bad place. Parang everybody in the team was like, okay, kaya yan. So by being positive and seeing everything in positive light, in parang optimistic kami sa lahat ng situations. We were able to perform and get the championship. Thanks to the team and everybody who supported.
Alright, and thank you!
Thank you, guys.
Pingkoy Salvador and Mika de Guzman for joining us on this afternoon sa Radyo Katipunan Sports. We and the rest of the Ateneo community are mighty, mighty proud.
Congratulations again.
For you guys for winning our badminton double crown. Thank you so much, Mika, Pingkoy. We'll see you again soon. Hopefully in campus, kita-kita tayo.
Yep. See you guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
And Mookie, there we have it. Our UAAP badminton co-MVPs and champions.
Very good interview. They so insightful, and listening to both of them, you're able to just get into the mind of what's in the mind of a championship players. Yun nga, like just what their thought process was during their finals matches. So interesting to listen to, and I that's the first I heard that she's not yet done. Mika's not yet done. We have one more year, so hopefully we continue winning. And just for Pingkoy, hopefully more success for the men's team and his upcoming season 87 next year.
Yes. And Ateneans, that does it for this episode of Radyo Katipunan Sports. Thank you so much to the hardworking production team of The Voice of the Blue Eagle, Justin, Teo, and Leila. Thank you to my co-anchor, Mookie B, for another great afternoon talking sports. And most of all, thank you to our Blue Eagle Nation for tuning in and supporting Ateneo's #1 sports radio show. Guys, Ateneans, please don't hesitate to send in your comments, questions, feedback to Mookie, to our Facebook page. We'll be glad to get back to you and answer you guys in the next episode. So once again, this is Anthony and Mookie.
Yep.
Saying goodbye, one big fight. See you again soon, only here on Radyo Katipunan Sports.
See you next week. Woo!
Peace.
Peace.
Welcome to RK Sports, where we take you right into the action with the highlights, insights, and analysis of the sports scene in, around, across, and beyond the Ateneo. with your hosts, Anthony Perez and Mookie Borja. Katipunan. Game on.